I shared a little earlier before the Shema how that feels like we're in this season of I don't know inside of Torah. We're continuing in the narrative rich Bereshit, Genesis, the book of Genesis in this time of year, with our layered and complex and diverse and gorgeous Torah families. And this week we're with Jacob. A couple of weeks ago, together we were with Abraham, Avraham, Sarah, Abraham and Sarah, and their journey of Lech Lecha. Go, get going, go to yourself, go, get going. Go on a journey to a place that I will show you. God instructed them. And they entered into, I don't know, where is that? I don't know. And many journeys start by surrendering into, I don't know. And we explored that together. The wisdom and possibility of, I don't know. Possibilities that we could not have seen before we were willing to surrender into, I don't know. And here we are with their grandchild, Jacob, their grandchild, who steps or maybe better stumbles into his own, I don't know. When I shared about the I don't know of Abraham and Sarah's journey, we talked about being willing to surrender and about bitachon, about trust that can be cultivated in ourselves, in those we love, with the divine, to support a journey of I don't know. And that was a couple weeks ago. And since then, many of you have been sharing with me how I don't know is happening for you in your lives. It's been so moving. And tonight, Jacob's journey also surrenders into an I don't know, but it comes in a very different context with different circumstances. Just before this parsha, we learn of Jacob's lying and deceiving of his twin brother Esau. He steals both his birthright and his blessing through trickery, and he has to leave in a hurry. His brother's understandably very angry. And his parents tell him to go to Haran, where his uncle Laban is, where they hope that he will find a wife. So now Jacob is going on this journey. He's alone, walking up mountains and through fields, journeying to Haran. And all of a sudden, it's dark, before it even should be night. And he comes to rest for the night in Luz. He lays there to sleep, and he has this incredible dream. Jacob's dream of angels going up and down a stairway or a ladder, and God's presence coming to Jacob to tell Jacob about his destiny and that of his people. Jacob's unconscious is trying to reach him. The earth around him is trying to reach him. God is trying to reach him. He awakes from the dream and he says, God was in this place and I didn't know it. Yesh Adonai b'makom, hazeh v'anochi lo yadati. Lo yadati, I didn't know. When he first arrives, when he comes to this place where he will sleep and dream, the text tells us, Vayika b'makom. He comes to a place. He arrives at a place. Aviva Zornberg elevates a translation in the Hebrew. She takes Vayivka, the verb haga, and says he crashes into, he collides with this place. Am I getting some like rooting back there for Aviva Zornberg? Right on. I saw this, yes, yes, yes. Right now, I'm with you. That's how I feel. Every time I like read one paragraph of her, I'm like, yes, yes. It's okay how I see Torah. She sees Torah that way too. That's how I feel. Anyway, talk more about her another time. But I'm with you in the fan club. He collides with this place, she says. Collides, crashes into this certain place. Certain place, huh? That's always a good opening for our commentators. What certain place is this then? Rashi, our Torah commentator, tells us this place is Mount Moriah, the very place where Jacob's father was bound by his father and offered as a sacrifice, as an offering, until it was stopped. He crashes, Jacob, he collides with this place of incredible family trauma. Of all places. And the Midrash tells us that the sun sets before it's even supposed to be dark. He is in the dark at this place he has tried to avoid, this place of the trauma of his family, Mount Moriah in the dark of night. It is this place that he collides into and surrenders into the possibility of I don't know. He collides, he crashes into this makom, to this place. Abraham and Sarah began a journey into the unknown. We're told, go, and I imagine they packed and talked to people, and where are you going? I don't know. But they had time to go. Jacob doesn't get time. He crashes. He collides into this place. Maybe our I don't know opens because we're making some sort of choice or acknowledging or surrendering into I don't know. And sometimes it just crashes into us. And I don't know. Unexpectedly, all at once, all of a sudden. These places too, when they crash into us, these places too we can surrender into. Think about just the last few weeks and what this community has brought forward. I've heard you share about unexpected revelations of family and family secrets and family truths. Just like Jacob, colliding into family truth. Unexpected diagnosis, change in relationships, and loss. And even when loss is expected, still feels sudden. All these places of crashing into a sudden, I don't know. So many other unexpected, I don't knows that you are all holding in this place. There are many words for God in the Jewish tradition, many ways into the divine. And one of them is this word makom, place, makom. The place of the divine. When we can surrender into an I don't know, it opens up a place for the divine. And what can help us here? That sounds so beautiful, Rabbi Susan. Oh, yes, surrender into the divine. It's beautiful, it's poetic. But how do we do that? How do we do that? There are so many resources in our breath and depth of this tradition that are here to help us do this very thing of being with the unknown or surrendering to the unknown or fighting like hell against the unknown. There are so many resources in our tradition, in our texts, so many. And there are 3 in this very Torah portion, 3 as an offering tonight for the I don't know when it collides into us. The first one is to listen to your dreams. And I don't mean like sit around and imagine what your life to be. That's nice. You can dream like that. I mean your actual dreams when you sleep. Your actual dreams have so much to share. Torah records a dream. Jacob's dream is recorded in Torah. And we haven't even unpacked. What does that mean? Angels going up and down. One of the Midrash says they're coming from the earth. Another one says they're coming from Jacob's body. The angels coming up and down. So many layers of meaning of what Jacob might be needing right now in this place, in the dark. Dreams are these gifts to each of us to unpack. Fertile soil of our unconscious in communication with the world around us. Fertile soil of our ancestors trying to communicate with us. What are your dreams telling you when we're entering into an I don't know? It's a perfect time to listen very carefully to those dreams. But I don't remember my dreams. People always ask me and I always say, I'm not talking about myself because I do remember my dreams. I'm imagining what you might be saying back to me. I don't remember my dreams. I've tried it before. Okay. Here's a suggestion. Write down anything you remember first thing in the morning. Maybe it was a color. Maybe it was a sound. Maybe it was a landscape. Maybe it was a feeling you had. Write that down. And then a little more will come, and a little more will come, and a little more will come. Or you can say it into a voice memo, but not until you get up because your phones aren't in your bedroom, right, everybody? Your phones aren't in your bedroom, right? That's a little public service announcement. Again, get those phones out of your bedroom. But when you get up, the first thing you could do is a little voice memo. I remember this about my dream. Or somebody in your house who does feel open to hearing, tell them. And little by little, we're able to open to these messages that our tradition tells us are here for us. Listen to our dreams. And then you could explore what they mean to you. All these different meanings. And if you're still stuck, you can find somebody. And believe me, there's many experts in these dream things. Except for don't go to somebody who tells you there's only one way. Because Jewish people, we don't trust that. There's many ways to see the same dream. Always many ways. Always many ways. Always many ways. So right here, when Jacob arrives at this place, Vayifka b'makom, this colliding into the dark, we learn from the rabbis that he prays. The same verb, paga, vayifka, can mean to light up. And they say he lights up. What does that mean? He prays, that he introduces evening prayer in this moment. This is where we get the idea that we're supposed to pray at night, is from Jacob praying right here. We can listen to our dreams. We can pray. Rabbi Susan, I really can't do that. Yes, you can. You just did it. We just did it together. Can do it. Prayer is poetry. You can find a verse of our prayers and you can repeat it. You could write a prayer. You could just find time to just be quiet and reflect. That's part of what we need in the unknown, places to get quiet, to listen to our body, mind, to figure out where we need to go. David and I have just been talking about, oh my God, when you're going through something, doesn't everybody want to tell you the best way to deal with it? Yes. Yes, and people are helpful, and that's beautiful. And maybe something that worked for somebody else and they're unknown is going to work for you, but maybe it isn't. And one of the ways to figure out is to spend a little bit of time praying, reflecting, quiet each day. I don't know. I don't know. You can chant that to get into prayer. I don't know. see what you hear. Dreams, prayer. Dreams and prayer. And this last teaching. In Jacob's dream, when the angels are going up and down and the presence of God comes, and it says the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. The God of your father Abraham, Elohai Avraham Avicha, Elohai Yitzhak. But Abraham's not his father. Isaac is. But it doesn't say Isaac your father, it says Abraham your father. Maybe in this moment, at this time, that is who Jacob is a child of, and his willingness to be in the unknown. You are linked here to Abraham. He is a grandfather, but here he is the father. And this is the third offering of navigating the unknown, the makom of not knowing. Who do you feel connected to in this place right here in your unknown? Whose wisdom or life example can you draw upon whether they are living or dead? Is it an ancestor? It is somebody of your family, somebody of your chosen family, somebody you've just heard of who you can be a child of right now. Who are you a child of here in this place? In your unknown, in your makom, who are you the child of in this place? Whether you are intentionally surrendering into the unknown, or whether it is suddenly colliding, crashing into you, may you open to the possibilities in this place, bamakom. May you draw upon the wisdom and the practices of our tradition to support you to navigate through. May you listen to your dreams and what they want to speak into your life. May you make time for prayer and reflection. May you connect with who you are the child of. And may they support you right here in the unknown. Shabbat Shalom.